Okay everyone, I'm going to talk to you about our lesson 2 for idioms and word origins. I'm going to go over the idioms and then we're going to write the word origins together with examples in your notebook. The first idiom is eat crow. If someone tells you to eat crow, they say that they're telling you that when you take something back that you once said. Okay, the second one is 11th hour. It means like you did that at the 11th hour. You did that at the last possible moment that you could have. And the last one you probably have heard before, eureka. It just means I found it. Okay, let's look at the word origins. You need to get this part out in your spiral. It's in your reading notebook. So once you open up to that, we're going to add the next word origins for you to know. The first one is hex, H-E-X. Hex actually means 6 of something. Some examples of hex, or an example that I can think of, is a hexagon. You might be able to think of something else here, but a hexagon is a shape that has 6 sides. If you can think of another example that uses hex where the meaning means 6, you can add it there. The next one is sept, S-E-P-T. Sept means 7 of something. An example of this one could be, you probably haven't ever heard of this word, it's a septet. It's a group of musicians where there's 7 of them. Now, a lot of you are probably like thinking, ooh, September. But if you think about the month that September really falls on, the number, it's actually the 9th month out of the year, but it means 7. So you might say, well, why? Why does that count here? That's because September was originally part of the Roman calendar. And back in that day, September was the 7th month in the Roman calendar. So that's why sept means 7. So y'all learned something new there. Okay, the next one is oct, O-C-T. That means 8 of something. I bet you can think of several examples for oct. One of them is an octagon. That means 8 of something. You can think of an octopus. An octopus has 8 legs. Octave is 8 notes above in musical, like in music, like you go up an octave, you go up 8 notes. And also the month October. Again, October is the 10th month in our calendar, but back in the Roman calendar days, October was the 8th month. Okay, the next one is non, N-O-N. It means 9 of something. Okay, non, some examples of using that word, or that prefix. These are kind of some new words for you. A nonette. A nonette is it's basically a musical group with 9 musicians in it. Also a nonagon. A nonagon is a shape with 9 sides. And this is a kind of a cool word, a nonagenarian. A nonagenarian is a person who's at least 90 years old. A nonagenarian is someone who's at least 90 years old. Okay, and then the last one that we're going to be doing is dec, D-C, and deca. That means 10 of something. It also can mean a 10th as well. So what that means is, like, think about a decimal. A decimal is a 10th part or 1/10 of something. A decimeter is 1/10 of a meter. Also, we have a decade. A decade is 10 years. Or a decathlon. That's an athletic event with 10 events. And then the last one is decameter, which is 10 meters. Okay, make sure that you go on to Quizlet and you study and take the quiz over Lesson 1 and Lesson 2 to get ready for this week's quiz.